Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my Case Clicker campaign videos. This is the video series where I'm playing Case Clicker on the iPad in front of me here, and I'm playing it from the very start of the game, where we are silver, to the very end, where we should be having pretty cool stuff. In this video here, I'm going to be grinding a lot of money, meaning a lot of clicking, and pretty much nothing else than that. So if that sounds like cool to you, then do stick along. I'm gonna be clicking like, I don't know, at least 6,000, perhaps even 10. And then in the following episodes we will be doing some Bravo case openings and some Cobblestone package openings. But let us dig into the actual game. That is if my recording program will allow me to change scene, of course. Alrighty, so it happened, yay, good times. This is where we are, pretty much where we left off the last time around. Let me remove that from the actual Case Clicker logo, that was rude. So what am I going to be doing? I'm going to be tapping, and that is going to be giving me money. And I'm not going to be tapping like this. The reason why I'm doing it a little slow pants here is to check up the iPad connection speed towards my computer update speed on the screen, so that I can see like how much delay I have, but it seems to be pretty stable. The first thing I do when I want to be tapping for a lot of money is to check if I have an item floating around somewhere, which I don't, and that is really bad, because I risk clicking on that item when I'm clicking for the money, and when I do that, the combo that I am building up is going to be reset, meaning that I need to restart. So now I have one down there, and that is a really good spot for me to have it. You can see it down at the search progress area, meaning that I can start tapping in the money area without worrying about hitting that thing. So with with that under control, so to say, I'm going to be moving, twisting, turning the iPad so that I have it lying like this in front of me, and that is to make sure that I have the menu area up here where I won't be tapping, so that I can't accidentally tap into the menus and move away from the combo because of that. And then it's pretty much just tap time. Tapping with my index and middle finger on both my right and left hand. I'm doing that because I need to practice my left hand tapping, not because it really helps me out much, but I'm hoping that if I continue to put time and effort into tapping with both hands, at some point I will be as fast with my left hand as I am with my right hand, and yeah. The thought is that will help me in the long run, because I do play a lot of clicking games. And yeah, in clicking games you kinda click on things, so the better I am at it, the faster I can progress, and I like that. Somehow that is like a solo competition thing that does something for me. I like competing against myself more than anything else. I don't care about competing with others, it doesn't do anything to me. I don't care about rank systems and top lists and stuff like that, but I like beating myself. So yeah, I've always been much of a solo player, because the only person it makes sense for me to one-up is myself. Really. Not because I have like the view on the world that I am better than everyone else, not at all. It's just, for some people it's really important to be better than others. For me it's not at all. I don't care about finishing last or first, as long as I improved compared to how I did the last time around, then I feel I can use it for something. But that is a different thing entirely. But hey, I mean, the clicking is going on, and I guess when you're tapping as much as I am in a video such as this, you kind of just end up talking about the things that come to mind in relation to what you're doing, and yeah, progression and I guess gaming and competition mentality was what came to mind right now. So that was how I touched that subject. On other news, I published another cheating video today about how you can cheat in Case Clicker, specifically on iOS in the current version 173D. And if you're wondering why I'm not cheating here, then it is because that also doesn't do anything for me. I can't really improve my own skills by cheating, but I don't mind that people do it at all. So I figured it's cooler to share the information I know about it instead of just having the taboo thing floating around. People are gonna do it no matter what, especially if it is known, but at least the more known it is, the more of a non-taboo subject will also be for people to talk about. Are you cheating? I'm not cheating. Okay, why? Is it important for you not to, as Nick very politely commented on my most recent video, for some people it is very important not to have, I mean, if you have a non-cheating mentality, then you are not interested in trading with items that have been duped, for instance. Then you feel that the items only have the value they have because of the time and effort that comes into obtaining them. And I guess that the more open you can talk about whether or not you are cheating in a game, the easier it is to also find people to play with and connect with that feel the same way. So I'm really trying to add to that community level by sharing what I know and making the debate, the discussion about game cheating a bit more open. In this game I'm not cheating, I'm not bending the rules, I'm not doing anything like that. And that is one of the reasons you can see I have 0 per second. It is not because I don't know how to buy the upgrades. It is because I want to completely remove that option from this game so that there can be no doubt. I am showing every tap being made in the game. I'm trying to show every part of the process from the vanilla silver first virgin click in the game to the end game. And I guess if you're jumping into the video series at some point where I have a high account balance, I have Medusa, I have Fire Serpent, you're like, yeah, right dude, nice cheating. I just wanted to be pretty easy for me to say, no way, I'm not, I mean, everything is recorded. I'm doing something that you can replicate just by tapping. There is no option for me to use the trade dupe here because trading is not enabled. I have not been able to jackpot dupe because jackpot is not enabled. I have not been able to do the time changing, get money bug because I'm getting no money per second. And besides that, the entire inventory is really being recorded just as every single dollar earned. So it is just this, what I'm doing here in the campaign video series is like a completely isolated game where everything is being done the old-fashioned way, and that is how I like playing the game. And since this is a video series meant for new players, as a guide, as a path, as a road from nothing to crazy pants, I actually have no reason to put in the jackpot or to put in the trades or to put in the money per second, because the amount of money earned from the per second is nothing compared to what we need. I mean, we're blowing like 10,000 every day and getting like $10 for the offline income. It's not really gonna help us out. So I figured the benefit from having them compared to the clarity it gives in not having them is really weighted out nicely. So that is why there are some upgrades in the game we don't have, and we won't be buying them until we are at the point where I'm considering the base achievements, the base goals of this campaign series to be complete, and those goals are having the Medusa, the Dragon Law, the Fire Serpent, the Karambit Fade in factory new states, and for the Fade and for the Fire Serpent in a stattrak version as well. So yeah, that was just really, I felt because I uploaded the cheating videos today, I wanted to just briefly touch that that subject for those that are following this series and they're like, okay, so are you cheating or are you not cheating? And I'm doing both. Obviously I can't make a cheating video without cheating, but in the games that I play, I don't. For me it undermines the fun, because I'm one of those persons that feel that value is added by the effort you put into obtaining the items, but it doesn't mean that I haven't tried out things. I'm not an angel sitting here with like glowing Tyrael wings and a halo, so I guess I'm a little bit of both. I don't like duping. I don't like cheating. I've ruined too many games for myself by cheating. So in the games I'm playing online where I'm actually playing the game, I'm not cheating. But of course, I cannot make a cheating video without cheating. I know how to do it. But with that said and done, we have actually built up the first more than 5x combo, meaning that we are more than halfway to the 10x combo, where things get really interesting, because that is where the big bucks start coming in. So this is like the worst part of the clicking is now done, because it is the part of the clicking where we got the least money for a lot of work. Cheers guys. So from now on we're just going to be getting decent value from the clicks, and that is very needed. I don't really have any battle plan for the amount of money I want in this particular episode. I haven't gotten as much sleep lately as I should. That is mainly because normally when I'm recording these campaign videos it's 2 AM, 3 AM. This is where I have a bit of undisturbed time, where nobody else is using the Wi-Fi, where nobody's using their iPads. So this is where I do have the time to make them, but it also means that I'm a bit behind in terms of sleep, and I really want to try to push this campaign, because you guys are giving not just the campaign series but my videos, my channel, so much back. The amount of likes I'm getting on a daily basis, the amount of comments you guys are writing, messages, new subscribers, it is beyond anything I had ever imagined. So I really want to share back, because you guys deserve to get the things that you are clearly showing an interest in, and I want to push for that. I really do. So I hope to be able to do the campaign with a daily update. It's just that a daily update for me is both a clicking video, a Bravo case video, and a Cobblestone video, or whatever collection we're working on, because it makes no sense to just share. I don't think it makes much sense anyway to just share a clicking video. Some of you guys love it. I guess you are in for the entire journey, and that is cool. That is why I'm recording them, to make that option available. But for a lot of people, this particular video doesn't even really exist. And that is also cool. That is the reason why I'm splitting them up. I'm trying to make it so that those of you that are interested in my videos can find the things that you think are cool, because my channel is a buffet. I play way too many games, way too much, And I know some of you guys are like really annoyed about the amount of uploads I have. I did disable the notifications on my uploads so that I wouldn't be spamming people with hey, by the way, I tested 10 games today. But I'm sharing the games I like, I'm sharing the things I test out, and like I said, this is a buffet. you can pick the things you want. I don't plan on ever being one of those channels that will be making one regular video per day, per week, because that is what gives the most views for the least work, or because you want to spend an entire week on video editing and scripting. That's just not my mentality. I'm much more doing kind of person, meaning that I play, try to spend a lot of time on video editing to make cool videos, but gaming is a major part of my life, so it will always be some degree of messy upload. Whatever I play, whenever I do it, and I can record at the same time, and I feel I have something to add, it's gonna come up. And then you can like it, or you can love it, or you can hate it, or you can ignore it. That is really the buffet mentality that I'm talking about, that you can grab whatever you want. There's no achievement for watching everything. Perhaps there should be. No, that's really not the way that's not the way I want to do things. I just really like connecting with the people that like the same as I do, and you don't need to like everything that I do. Some people are into Case Clicker, very cool, getting comments about that. Others I'm playing Civ Minor with. Some are recommending new games that I test out, some I like, and we can connect about that. We can have debates about game mechanics, progression, all sorts of things, and that is really what rocks my world about YouTube. It is the community part of it. It's not really the it's not the other thing. It's not the this is the king behind the cam kind of thing. But I guess that's also just my view of the world. I'm all the other type of guy. But with that said, me being the other type of guy, I'm closing very much in on the 10x combo and the 5,000 mark. I would like to hit 10k, I really would, because I can then spend about 8 without breaking my starting balance. I need 5.5 for the Cobblestone collection, and I need about 1,000 for the Bravo cases with stattrak guarantee. So I mean, that's like 6.5. So if I can just do 8.5, it's gonna be really good. Then I won't be spending any of my rainy day budget that I like having. But at the same time, I do want to add to it. And perhaps one day I can make a ninja episode without doing all the clicking. That would be weird. That would be majorly weird. A clicking game video episode with no clicking? No way! So we actually reached the 10x combo before the 5,000. I was thinking it would be the other way around, but that's okay. It's like coming right around the corner. This is of course the sweet spot in terms of tapping. This is where you get the absolute most out of tapping. So this is where I need to not drop it. Because now I've spent all the time and about 3,000 in dollars building it up. So from now on, I mean, even if I go like this, it's just about keeping it. I'm getting like 50 cents average per tap because of the critical double. So of course that means that for me to earn another 5,000, I need to tap about 10,000 times. Yeah. And that's what it's gonna be. I'm expecting this to end at about 10 today. Feels like a good spot. Oh yes, it does. But we'll see. I am getting tired, so no guarantees at this time. Perhaps this is really where I'm gonna take advantage of my raining day budget and not tap as long as normal. It's just it always feels like a bit of a crime when I finally got the 10x combo if I then don't really go a bit more all in and save time by tapping more. That is the dangerous thing about these clicker games with the combo build-up such as this. You really feel punished once you start tapping. Like, no matter when I stop tapping now, I'm gonna feel punished that I didn't go just a bit further because I spent so much time building up the combo. Yeah, that's life. And it's also coffee. It's life and coffee. Cheers, guys. Not sure if you've been noticing, I haven't been coughing yet. So I hope that I'm past the flu. I'm not entirely past it, but hopefully I'm past the point where I have to mute the mic every other second to get air, get room for air down my system. That would be nice. Oh yes, it would. Oh yes, it would. And thank you guys, by the way, for all the comments on the amount of cases it has been taking you to get your dragon laws. It is one of the things we are working on in the campaign series right now. The next video coming after this one, depending on, of course, how you view them, if you do view them. But the next one I'm recording is a Bravo case opening with 50 stattrak Bravo cases, and after that I'm going to be doing 100 cobblestones, trying to get the factory new dragon law. And we have opened 200 cobblestones so far, cobblestone packages, and we have seen no knights or no dragon laws. So no collection completion and no goodies really, so it's a bit of a bummer, to be honest. Why am I getting that weird lag now? I don't know. Sometimes it does that. I really think it's the iPad, even though things are not lagging here, but like the communication, the AirPlay thing, I guess is what is bugging, because there is nothing to buffer here like when you're using the AirPlay to watch a movie. Because I mean, things are happening almost real time, so it can't really buffer 30 seconds of clicking in advance and then send it to my computer. So all the chunks of connection issues it meets in the way is just going to add up to like weird lag on the computer. But that's just how it is. Oh yes, it is. So 6.5 almost, well, almost 6.4 I guess, but in the positive world here it's almost 6.5, meaning just 3,500 left. That's not too much. It is the same as we, almost the same as what we needed to do to reach the 10x combo, only it's gonna happen so much faster because we do have the 10x now. So that's good. I know that the path from 1x to 10x is not all bad, because once you like hit the 5x combo, things are moving pretty decently the rest of the way. But not as fast as with the 10x combo. Oh no, it isn't. Oh no, it isn't. So we actually have enough money now so that if I stopped, we could spend the 5,500 on the 100 cobblestones, and we could spend about 1,000 on the 50 Bravo cases with stattrak guarantees and keys, and we would still have a little tiny bit of account balance left. So it wouldn't, it wouldn't set me back if I stopped now. But I want to add that additional account balance when I am in and clicking, and I do have the 10x multiplier, because sometimes I drop them early and someday I just won't have the time to restart the combo, and then if I do have like a few thousand to start with, it will allow me to like complete the 3 videos I want to do that day without having to put in that extra time I just perhaps don't have that day. So that is why the days where I do have the time, I try to push it just a little further each time. It also allows me to consider the very expensive upgrades like the platinum coins. If we stop this with the 10,000, I can still do the things I want and spend the 3,000 on the platinum coin upgrade, meaning that even though it's just 1/10 of a cent, it will be an account upgrade that will follow us for the rest of the time. So that is also something I'm considering. One is the rainy day thing, and 2 is the chance for like the high-end upgrades to be bought along with the item-wise progression. Right now I'm leaning mostly towards that. I do want to get all the upgrades that are relevant for our progression here at this time, and I do feel that the platinum coins are that. They are pretty expensive compared to what they give, but at the same time, I mean, every single tiny 1/10 of a cent really adds up once you go 10x and you crit. So even though you're getting 1/10 of a cent, if you end up then getting like a cent because you are doing the 10x combo and you're doing 10,000 taps every day, like I am, or more, then it is going to buy itself back at some point. It is going to be expensive because we're talking 3,000 and 3,500, I think it is, for the next one. So it's not like right around the corner, but I'm not expecting to stop playing Case Clicker like anytime soon. I just like the game too much, and if that isn't enough, the game developer, I think it's a one-man job really, is really crushing it by making updates for the game. It is super amazing how much crazy pants updating this game is getting. I'm not saying that I'm seeing all the upgrades I want to, because the focus has been on other things than like what I feel is important, which is the clicking part. But it's okay. We're getting cool upgrades all the time, and I like that. I really do like that. So almost at the 8,000, hitting that right there. Yeah, I can grab more coffee. Cheers, guys. And no, it has nothing to do with how much I have tapped if I can have coffee or not. It's just a natural break part of the game, I think. Like celebrating a small milestone, really. So this is where I start thinking my lazy thoughts, like, should I really go all the way to 10 when I have enough money now to keep my starting balance? Is it really necessary? And no, it's not. So this is, I always have like a small mental debate with myself when I reach a point like this, where I know I'm in a good enough position. I don't need to tap more. I tapped for what I needed. I tapped for what I needed plus the buffer I had when I started. Do I really want to add more account value at this time? Do I really want to buy that platinum coin? I mean, is it going to help me as much as I think it is? Am I really doing that? So I'm trying to like patiently pep talk myself mentally to go on, because this is the part where part of me thinks it's pointless and the other part is like it's the only right thing to do. You're doing the 10x combo, of course you need to tap more. So part of me wants to go and just, you know, crush it, 30,000, 50,000, just go, make the other part of the video tomorrow. And the other part of me is like, I really want to make the other part of the video. I want to do the unboxing. I want to open the packages. So it's like a mental battle, really. And I have to say, I think almost every time the part of me that wants to tap more or to some specific point ends up winning. That is because I end up with the spine thing. Like, do you really not have what it takes to go on? Is that really what it comes down to? Are you a quitter? I'm not a quitter. Nope. Then I end up going on. Adding the more value, trying to do the things that I say in the video I want to, instead of just quitting somewhere close to the end. It's like going that last step. That is what I really want to try to keep doing. Taking that last important step that ensures that I one-up myself, really. You know, I say I want to go 10,000, then I need to do the 10,000. I need to at least do my goal. It doesn't mean that I need to do 11,000, but if I quit early, then what about next time? I'm then just gonna, you know, not even tap enough for the cobblestones, just do the bravos, or perhaps I'll skip the bravos because we're just doing the cobblestones. Try to really focus on, because it is kind of boring. I mean, especially because when I'm tapping now, I mean, it's me, I'm alone in the entire world tapping. It's not like when I'm tapping on the iPhone and I'm watching a movie at the same time. Just really sitting here talking with myself at the middle of the night while tapping like crazy on an iPad. And I have to say, it is a discipline test for me sometimes. Just being honest, it is. And what I have on my computer right now is my XSplit broadcaster, where I can see the iPad. I have the Reflector 2, where I can see the iPad. I have the media player, and behind that I have what matters. I have my YouTube dashboard, where I can see the amount of comments I have gotten on my most recent videos. I can see the amount of views it has, the amount of likes it has. I can see the crazy amount of subscribers I have. And all I really need to do is look right next to the Reflector 2 and XSplit windows that are showing the case clicker, and then just look at the support you guys are giving me. And the spine, the discipline gets rock solid. That is really what crushes things for me, and make sure that I go to that next step so that I can make that next video, and I can make sure that I have that additional money to buy that crazy upgrade that may be a bit pointless but at the same time a bit cool, or have that additional account balance so that if one day I don't have enough time to tap for money, I can share that video with you guys as well, because you're giving so much back to me. So that is that is like my beacon of amazingness right there on my screen while I'm tapping, because I don't have a movie, I don't have anything else that is distracting me while I'm tapping, but I do feel that when I'm doing it here I do have that, and that is really crazy pants cool. So that was the 10,000 bucks, starting out with about 2,000. I don't know exactly how much. It also doesn't really matter. I know that once I stop tapping, once I have bought my Bravo cases with stattrak guarantee and the keys, and once I've bought the Cobblestone packages and opened them, I will be sitting with more money than when I started, and then I just need to decide, will I be grabbing the platinum coin, or do I want additional backup funds for if I want to make another video and I don't have the time to put into the tapping on that day, really. So that was pretty much it from here, guys. As always, thank you very much for watching.